Hello. Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here in just a minute, but first hit subscribe like usual. If you're new here, my name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. We're going to get into our reading with, I don't even want to say the names. Eek! Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Anyway, go hit subscribe while you're waiting. I just want to make sure that I'm saying these names right. I literally forgot to look. Don't tell me I got this. I've got this. Right. Here we go. Let's see.
Kim Sokjin.
There we go. Did you all hear it?
Kim Sokjin.
Kim Sokjin. Did I say it right? All right. So I did a little trick. I had the pronunciation said out loud so that I did not have to murder it every single time. So there we go. There's the name. Stop it, people. All right, let's get into this reading. I think I just have this weird feeling it's going to be a really dark, deep, maybe just deep reading. All right. So anyway, this is an update. If you've been following BTS, I mean, who hasn't? Anyway, this is an update. I do have a playlist already set up, so you can find the rest of the updates, including this one, in that playlist. And the playlist is the BTS tarot card reading today, 2022 tarot. So you can just go ahead and check that out, and all of the other ones also. Any of the announcements that I need to make will be at the end of this reading. Reminding you that we will have our Ghosted Tarot reading out starting actually today. Today is when it's starting. And then the 15th, I'll be doing general and love. So those will slowly be going out for all zodiac signs, as well as daily celebrity readings of Paul Sunny. I do have an exciting announcement to make, but I'm not going to make it until the end, of course. I just said that I would give the spiel to you at the end. So just stay tuned for that. All right, here we go. We are going to get into this reading once again. We have to get into it. All right. Wait a minute. I got to go over his astrology. What am I doing? People, I'm rushing. Okay, so he was born December 4th, 1992 in South Korea. I've been told a couple different things from a couple different websites. I was told he was a Sag Pisces or a Sag, what did they say? Yeah. Anyway, so a Sag Pisces or a Sag Aries, just depending on which Western or Eastern, I think. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, he is from South Korea. His birth path is one. A little bit more about him is that he is a singer and dancer, and he's a member of BTS. Hello. He's one of the main singers, apparently. And he also has a brother in the BTS band also. So they're also known as Bangtan Boys, and it is a 7-member group. Is it? I thought it was 8 for some reason. It's been a minute since I really did some of these readings, but let's get into it further. Again, he is also known to be in that band. That was their name, blah, blah, blah. You all know who he is, especially if you're here. Hello, Dasha. Tell me if I said it wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong, honey. Okay. All right. I'm just going to go over his general or his current. This is going to be his current energy, and then we'll get into a general feel. I just want to find out more about the creativity, just kind of what he is doing for his work and his job, just getting into that kind of stuff, of course, and then just kind of picking up on anything love stuff. Of course, we're going to find out, the nitty gritty of it all. Currently, some information keeps coming through, maybe a dream for him. I do feel like it's vital. Whatever the information is probably very vital, especially right now with communication I mean, communication this way can be life-changing or life-altering. So I feel like he should probably be picking up that and listening to it. The vitality, his empowerment, those are all currently in an energy as of right now, as well as some almost like maybe he's transformed. There's a transformation or something's actually happening right now. He might be avoiding that because he probably thinks it's delusional or, it's an illusion. I'm not really seeing this, but no, sir, you are. If you're dreaming it and these are coming in and you're finding yourself feeling a little weird, not like the circus or the witch magic. It's literally just your intuition. It's your connection. It is your right of kin to being connected to the universe. So fuck with that. Okay, don't run from that. Okay. All right. So he probably is avoiding it. I mean, it is kind of scary when those things whatever it's telling you to look for, go ahead and look for it. Okay, because that's what it's wanting you to do. I'm going to take a minute and wait. Okay, there we go. It is 7. Why do I keep thinking it's 8? Why? Okay. So just getting into professional right now. I want to know what's going on as far as anything in his business, in his world of work, I guess is what we'll say. Okay, so in the world of work, I feel like there's definitely some... I think in the past, more so, there was some fierceness or some strength. Something was it maybe coming in quick, but I feel like there was definitely some sort of a balance with the feminine and the masculine. But this is very much in the past because currently there is some like information that's not being told, or he might even feel like, maybe, or just around him even, or somebody around him, the truth is not being told, or something's not being set free. Somebody's not watching these, the scales balance, or there's not a fairness here, or maybe somebody's just judging somebody too harshly in a circumstance as of right now, because there is conflict, and what's influencing around that is definitely some lack of communication, or just really like sharp communication. Could even be abusive or aggressive, but I feel like these messages are not bringing anything to the front. They're not bringing any more clarity, if that makes sense. But messages, for some reason, keep coming up as very important anyway. So he needs to really be watching all of the messages, even if they're not clear to him, even if they're coming in from somebody else and you're like, what the hell, what did I do? But business-wise, yeah, these messages are not something he's very interested in looking at. He doesn't really, he'd rather be like completely fogged over when it comes to this situation. What is the situation business-wise? Eek! Hold on. All right. Okay, so business-wise, there is some sort of an ending cycle here as far as probably wealth. I feel like business-wise, just in general, I think that it's almost like he's over the situation. That's probably why he's not really paying attention to it. But I feel like there's something that like is over-focused here. I feel like there's an over-focus for sure, and it just brings on that passive, that misery feeling. Maybe he's feeling neglected within his job or his business, or again, within the band, maybe, whatever is making him the coins. He's just like, I just feel like everyone's too focused here, or maybe he is overly focused. Not quite sure yet, but upcoming, there's definitely going to be some sort of an ending to that. Okay. Cause it is coming to an ending cycle when it's talking about financials and his business. I think he's going to complete that and come into an ending, but I do feel like things are going to be just fine. He's going to get right down to business once again as soon as it starts. But the beginning cycle will have to start up with that. And it'll be super nurturing, very down to earth. I feel like, instead of being passive or anything, kind of, bringing, an icky feeling to the situation. There could even be an earth sign around him that is just really experienced and really helping out when it comes to his business. So again, it could be either or. Not quite sure on that. Let's find out creative wise where he's at. All right, let's find out where he is creative wise. Let's see what this ending cycle might be, or maybe why it was in like a low energy. Probably because of the lack of thinking that it was actually going to happen. even though he thought that maybe it wasn't going to happen, or even though he felt like there was not actually anything here to achieve as far as potential or when it comes to his creative outlet, what he's doing, I feel like this is definitely something he's going to have to nurture, especially if he wants to be in a place of self-care, just really nurturing and loving, especially yourself. And this could just be like pretend it's a child or a pet or, your spouse, however that unfolds for him. I feel like if he were to do that, things would be a lot better as far as growth. Okay. Because feeling open and willing, and being proud and desiring and experiencing and changing and evolving and allowing these opportunities though to come in and add self-development, that is pure growth. I think it would be perfect. So upcoming, just, experiencing hopefully, kind of a feeling of accomplishment, really. So let's get into something else here. Let's find out about health. I want to know what's going on with his health. Spiritually, emotionally, we'll get into physically. Anything that does pop up, I'll allow it. So far, I think physically, if anything, it would be that. Or again, mentally, I guess, spiritually, almost like probably because he's just not really thinking that what he's seeing is actual. All right. Stop falling. All right, here we go. All right. So the main issue here doesn't seem to be conflicts, really. He's pretty balanced. He's pretty fluid emotionally. I feel like just like the focus. Is there a focus here? Okay. I feel like he's got his support, his community. I feel like that's very, very important to him, especially the social stuff. It really involves him feeling that attachment, like family. He really is a family-oriented person. Maybe not even oriented, but like there's certain things that will make him vibe that family thing, because that's what he seemingly comes from, as a family. So there's a lot of support there. But I think there's a lot of generous love and a lot of good enough energy around him, though. Almost so like it's just physically kind of like helps. And it definitely brings a lot of balance to a clear mind. So, and I mean, if anything, he needs to maybe find love or to work on finding love, if anything. That would just really put in some, something creative or growing wise or change. But physically, if there's anything physical, there could be something physical, maybe just the low self-esteem. Maybe that's what it is. I'm looking at him. I'm like, why are you upset about yourself, girl? Like, what's wrong with you? I know, I get it. We all have our things, though. Like, everyone's like, how do they have insecurity? Well, I'll tell you what. It's probably because of what we lack. And then, it just continues to grow further and further from there when we get older. So I feel like there's a balance in relationships specifically and within like nurturing or nutrition, maybe. I'm not quite sure. I'm just feeling this. But I think because he's not really looking over the situation or coming back and forth, he doesn't like to look at the fact that he is insecure and that he has self-esteem issues. So those things need to be worked on so that they don't grow from that growth seed of like denial, if you will. But I feel like that would be very important to him and his growth for sure. Definitely. Yeah. But overall, health-wise, he's looking pretty good. Let's find out about his love stuff. Y'all are like, let's get to the point, lady. Let's get to the point. We don't want to talk about his health. We want to talk about his love life. Because that's what all y'all want to talk about, is that love life. I think this has happened in the last reading. I'm pretty sure. It was like exhausting to do these readings. Every time I do BTS, I'm exhausted. I feel like because they're exhausted. I really do. All right, let's find out love stuff. What's going on love-wise? Can we not? All right. Okay. I do feel like, okay, I just said it with the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's showing me that there is some sort of holding back on pretty much anything, but mentally there's a burnout. It's a hot mess. There's no focus. He's definitely feeling like he needs to slow down. So maybe slowing down is something he needs to be doing. But as far as like an impulsion or, being restless enough to get into a love situation, I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. You never know. Okay. Yeah, because it's bringing a lot of cloudy judgment. It's bringing loss of passion, even. And if he's involved, this person will feel this situation. Okay. I do feel like there's, this person, King of Pentacles, obviously, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. There's definitely somebody trying to find peace with him. Now, this could come as a relationship, it could come as a business ship. It could come just like as a family member, however that unfolds. But I feel like the focus would be focusing on time in the relationship or being comfortable in the relationship. And I feel like that this person is very determined to do that. They're very solid, loyal, they're dependable. I mean, it'd be a successful and reliable relationship if this other person, which is our Kim, would actually get some sort of help or acknowledge the things that they need to work on, or maybe that, hey, you are exhausted, okay? Because the idea of like not growing or not being able to make choices out of your ideas is like exhausting. And, continuously, this Kim is looking for more action, constantly trying to like maybe not feel something. Okay. And I feel like that's what the King of Pentacles is indicating. Like, and this could be anybody. This could be somebody from beyond, somebody who's on, the side of the road, just incoming. I do feel like this person's very determined to have this being heard. But I mean, if he were to express what it is that Kim needs to share, and it would be about something, exhausting, wild, tiring, even though it may be successful, there is a lot of crazy hot stress here. Okay. That is also being very clear. So that is coming from almost like, yeah, because this King of Pentacles won't be fulfilled until that is taken care of, especially if he's going to continue a relationship or not worry about him, okay? More action would not be the way to go here. So what is the likely intention coming from the both of them towards one another? So Judgment, I feel like over on this King of Pentacles, the Pentacles side, an earth sign over here, could be an air sign too. But I feel like this person wants him to let go. Like, you have a shadow side, that's fine. You have two faces. We all have two faces. Don't be insecure about it. Allow yourself to come out. But I feel like he's just indicating that, Kim is not actually showing who he really is. Again, there's always, surface layers, and going around and poking around in those places, specifically when that person's not ready, would not be a good idea. But that's just my regular person advice. I mean, because that's what it is. It's just like, what is that going to bring up? What is that going to add to the day? Really? Stop it. We all hide a real self. We all hide, a nice self, or, an extra layer to us. It's just like the onion is not just for you to pick apart. An onion is to be beautiful and bloom when it's fucking ready. You know what I mean? Okay, because I know what I mean. All right. So over on Kim's side, his intention is, this feels like it's not very secure for him. Okay. This brings a lot of change. This brings a lot of conflict, this person and their ideas on what he should be doing. Okay. Because normally he will smile, just to make sure everybody's comfortable in the room. But I feel like this is something of an external disruption. So it will look very chaotic to other people. And I don't think that he actually wants other people to see that side yet. Okay. And that's fate. That's fated. That will be here or it won't. And it's none yet. All right. Page of Swords, Devil, Seven of Pentacles. We got a likely outcome here. Okay. So likely outcome is that, I think he would have to do something about it now, especially if this actually came out, okay? Because I feel like no matter how good intended this person is and how good energy or how focused this person is coming at this person who he's supposed to have some sort of a dynamic with, or relationship, would just make him suffer for that, okay? Because I think that he does feel trapped. He does feel like he can't move forward. Okay. And this is, again, because of the habits or, the addictions that hold him. The addictions being work or being overly too busy, or I'm moving around, so I'm too busy to get to this type of jam. Okay. So I feel like this with this Devil card, there's definitely some sort of an obsession with something. And I think that has a lot to do with what this person is indicating. Okay. Because it comes off like it's, youthful and full of life and full of energy. And I do feel like, I feel like he looks like a goal-getter, a dream chaser, but I know that this other person is like, but there's a lot of shit going on underneath that. That is a weird reading. Okay. So we have one more BTS member up today. I'm wondering if that one's going to be as odd. I knew this would be a very heavy reading for some reason. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right. And again, this is just kind of where he's existing right now. This is just something, energy wise that people are battling all day, every day, just trying to, change and grow. But yes, if we block our energy anywhere, yes, it's going to resist. It's going to resist and push against you. Okay. So no matter what he does, no matter how pretend confident you are, you literally will crumble if you don't ask for help, darling. Okay. Please go ahead and hit subscribe. Click that bell so you don't miss a thing here. Also, I do have some upcoming things that are going to involve another person and maybe a ghost. Okay. A real ghost, not the ones, you're dating and they ghost you. Okay. So a real ghost, maybe. Also, don't forget to check out your Hangman Tarot member button. You're going to go ahead and click that and you'll get all sorts of yummy incentives and, I don't know, just go check it out. If you like it, you like it. Other than that, I'm going to get out of here. Look forward to your daily readings for celebrities, your love reading and general reading for upcoming month. And I hope that you are looking forward to your ghosted reading, which will come out within today and tomorrow and a couple more days. So other than that, please enjoy the rest of your beautiful day, you guys. See you.